Okay, so is the audio detecting? Um, not sure if the audio is detecting. Um, oh god. Okay.
Help me!
Yeah. Okay.
I'm being held prisoner in this dungeon.
Okay. Okay. Look. Shush. Somebody might actually think that was a real.
I know.
Okay. So there's us. Okay. So you got to hold the beer. No. This is concave on here. You have to hold it. No.
Okay, well, I'm going to turn my chair first, though. So that I'm.
No. The camera's here.
Okay, fine. I'll just sit here like this then. I'll just pretend I don't see anything.
Okay.
Just talk.
No, you can see there if you for a second if you want to glance.
Well, only I'm on the camera? You're not?
No, I'm gonna move it in a second. Okay. Okay, so you can start telling your story.
Okay, my story. Okay, so anyway, so I picked this woman up. She's a very educated, or at least in business, in some fancy school in Chicago, whatever.
That's the first thing she said, huh?
Yeah. No, the first thing she said was, "We got to pick my mom up at BART station because she just flew in from Chicago."
Oh! You surmised from what she said.
No, she just started talking, so I figured I guess I could talk. So she seemed like open to just talking about whatever. So I was just like, "Oh, what were you doing in San Francisco? What's going on? Who are you?"
Oh yeah. She seemed talkative. Yeah,
she seemed talkative, so I just went with it.
Yeah.
And so it turns out that she and her boyfriend, whatever dude.
Yeah.
Okay, well they don't know.
Okay.
Okay, let me quick summary.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, so they both went to business school in Chicago, moved out here for jobs. She's like some kind of consultant. She went to some tech conference.
Yeah.
And it's like about AI, right? And I'm talking to her, and of course she probably assuming I know nothing about AI because I'm just some cab driver, right? And whatever.
Yeah.
And so
she's from Chicago, and she thinks, yeah.
And so we start talking, and then after a while, she's like, "Well, I don't really know anything about this." Because I wasn't trying to be obnoxious, but I started dropping a few names and talking.
Look, actually, look at this fucking camera quality. This camera quality is fucking amazing. No, putting the beer down. Look at the camera quality. It's fucking amazing. No, I mean the lighting. It looks better than it does in here.
I know. It looks like daytime or something.
Yeah. This was a $20 Walmart camera. This is a $20 Walmart, $25 Walmart camera.
And it looks like you. It looks like the sun's shining on you.
I know. And it doesn't look that bright in here to me.
No, it doesn't.
And the way that it's picking up that color. Yeah, okay. So no, this is actually part of your channel. This is what you are. You're not an AI taxi cab driver. You're not a driver of an AI taxi cab.
No, I'm not a Waymo. I'm not an AI Waymo.
Yeah, you're a person who knows about AI products because you work in San Francisco.
I just consider myself an I. A wannabe I. I may not really be an I.
That's a good job. You'll get a lot of famousness. You'll get a lot of celebrity for you just by
saying I'm an I.
It's just by having your sense of humor. Just by having your sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, but I mean there's a lot of saying things there. The woman from Chicago. Look, as the liberals like to say, to unpack. Okay, there's a lot of things to say there. The fact is that this educated woman from Chicago assumes that the dumb old taxi driver knows little about AI because probably the average taxi driver. Yeah. Okay, here, take your glasses off. Oh, the average taxi driver in Chicago probably knows nothing about AI. That's probably true. But maybe they know something. Maybe they know a little more than she assumes. But the fact is that in SF, it's like every other billboard is AI. You cannot escape.
Yeah, but I know. But I feel like most of the only people who really know anything about it are the people who are actually in the industry.
Yeah, well, Well, no, I think it's being forced down to people's throats.
Yeah, it's starting to now.
I feel like for the last 2 years it's been.
No, I feel like
when I worked back at fucking Farina, okay, in 2014, there was this like whatever, like 40-year-old kind of loser guy, like just like, oh yeah, hey, I can make all this money. Like he was like some guy from the mission, kind of sleazeball, kind of like,
huh? Oh,
somebody who worked at Pizzaiola that we know.
Okay.
Yeah. It just kind of reminded me of the like kind of barfly, you know, kind of barfly like server type person.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And he was like, and I was just learning, and he's like, oh yeah, kid. No, there's money here. Like, no, you just gotta bust. He's like, oh, but now all these tech people, they're all flooding the mission. This was 2014, and like I remember when I went into fucking Taco-licious. And I went on a dishwasher interview, and I went in there, and it would look like some Mexico City shit. Like there was just like all these, like there was like 15 workers chopping onions on every little counter surface they could, and they had like this little basement fucking like stairway down, and they're like in there chopping their fucking onions like on this rickety little like fucking produce box of like a table.
Because they just didn't have no space.
Because they just had no space, and they were just fucking like cranking out that much shit.
Wow. I
remember I went there, and I like walked in there, and it was like a family cockroach. It's like, oh, who's the new fresh meat? Like, oh, we're gonna be working with this guy fresh. Like, and it was just like I could just see the element, like a little animal, like the guinea pig, like a little mother. Like, oh, who's these people? Like a new one to the family, and it was just and the energy. Okay, so but that guy, he was like saying, he was like, oh yeah, the tech people, they're coming now. Oh, you can see the tech people, they're coming. That crappy server guy, he wasn't bad or anything, just kind of just in it for the money, whatever, just kind of like. And then that other weird fucking guy, the manager guy. Remember, he was all fucked up on ecstasy.
Wait,
I told you about him. He was all fucked up on ecstasy.
Oh yeah.
And he was this weird fucking guy, and he would bitch and say, "Oh, you bridge and tunnel people," and like and act like he's better, but he had like a nervous breakdown, and he had like a twitch, and his face was partially
so much better to live in a place.
But his face was partially paralyzed because he had took too much ecstasy or something. And he was like always like stiff, and he kind of he looked like one of those Republican Indian presidential candidates. He had like this weirdly stiff posture, and was like telling me like
presidential candidates.
I don't know. He looked kind of.
Oh, you mean
like
Ramaswamy?
Yeah, or Kash Patel. He looked like one of these hard partying, but he was Native American.
Okay.
But like I don't know what he was, but he was so weird, and he was just so, and like all these people, they were just like so fucking sold out, like had no morals. Fucking Claudio was there with his fucking glasses like all the way down, and then he's like auctioning off the food, and Gabriele is in the back like, no auctioning off the food, Claudio. And like fucking the first thing Claudio does is go, okay, who
has the salmon?
No, who has the medium? Who has the rare? And then the other guy who came in from Italy, the server guy. Remember I told you the food flipped flat on the place on the fucking dirty wooden elevator floor, and I come back, and there he was, and he had like I guess scraped up all the food and put it back, and it fucking flat out of his hand. So
he served it.
Yeah, I saw him, and he like I went to the table and I served what I had, and then I turned back, and then he was, and the elevator door opened, and I was like, oh my god, he got the food.
Busted.
Yeah, he must.
Violet, don't tell anyone.
No, he just looked at me. He didn't even care, because he was Italian. He knew he was already in with Claudio. He was he was really stupid. Like he was really. I'm sorry. No, but he was just like the bottom of the barrel immigrant guy, like fucking Claudio. He was just somebody who got a visa for some reason or whatever.
Okay,
or maybe he was even an illegal immigrant.
Really offended right now.
Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. But Claudio persisted. Claudio was the fucking
do you think Claudio was ever a good server?
No, he didn't care at all. He just wanted the job and just wanted to slop out the food and keep.
No,
the job.
I know what I'm saying. Do you think he was that way his entire life?
I think he knew some better standards, and he thought that the place was a shit pile. And he didn't care.
Yeah. I mean, because that's the
yeah,
thing.
he did have
Because you know.
But
I mean,
at that point,
places,
no, but he was like,
places where there
he
were no
was like,
standards, so I was going to fight that.
He was like
you know.
60 something then,
Right?
and he was like already
Just
gray
kinda
hair,
like, I'm about
and
to
his
retire.
eyes and his fucking. He would wander around with the glasses like all the way down and like looking up and down, like reading the tickets, like just.
So do you think he did that because the kitchen did not tell him which was rare and which was medium?
No, he didn't fucking care.
Or
Remember
he
at all.
didn't even.
It was like a 30 talk. It was like a whole bunch of like doctors. It was like we had all these doctors being sold by a pharmaceutical sales promotion thing, and they had to buy everybody a steak. And they
So nobody. Okay, so what they're supposed to do? There's supposed to be somebody in charge of the whole table, and they're not supposed to be serving, and they're supposed to write it all down, seat number by seat number, and then as the
He
server
didn't
comes
even
in,
care.
they go. Seat 7's rare.
Nobody cared. Nobody
And
cared.
then they would know what
Nobody
to do.
fucking cared. Nobody cared at all.
God.
Nobody cared at all.
I mean, I'm not even a server, and I know that.
No. Gabriele was like 40, and he had really curly top
So
hair.
why didn't he do that?
He looked like a clown. Like he had like really pink cheeks, and he was really big and puffy. And he looked like a clown. He was fucking curly hair. He'd like shake his mop
Did
head
he know
of hair.
better?
Yeah. And Claudio was from Venice.
No, I'm asking. Do you think he knew better?
Yeah, he knew better. And
So everybody knew better,
No.
but nobody would know. What?
No. Claudio. No, sorry.
We all know
sorry,
better.
no.
We're going to pretend we don't.
Gabriele was from Liguria. It was from like he's like, oh, we have standards over there, but fucking dumbass Claudio's from Venice, and like he doesn't care. He's just like from tourist trap Venice. He's just like slop it out.
Oh,
And-
see, now you've offended all the Venetians. All the Venetians
No,
out
I
there.
mean that's just what they said about each other. I don't care about it. They just were all like,
They were saying shit like that.
yeah.
Oh, you stupid Venetians.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then Claudio is just like, no, and Claudio was older than Gabriele.
Right.
Gabriele was like 40,
Yeah.
and like, and then the Salvadoran cook guy, he had his Costa Rican wife, she was Spanish wife, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna take her to Costa Rica, and she was making the pizza or the pasta, and then, but he had a stroke because of working for too many days, 24 hours. And so his face always had a scowl. And then they had this like, I remember the guy in the back. I remember the guy in the back. Yeah, I remember there was a Mexican dishwasher guy, like Ezequiel was his name, Ezekiel. And then all he would do is drink Coca-Cola, and he looked like maybe he did meth, and like he had like a tick. He would always go like this. Oh yeah, where's the work? And like shake a little towel. And then like 10 years later, or 5 years later, 7 years later, I went back to Pizza Farina, and then Ezequiel, the sort of methy Mexican dishwasher guy, he was there with Claudio. Yeah. The two raggedy old guys who were already the raggediest, fucking burnt out from Farina. All the other young middle-aged people left, and it was the two raggediest, burnt out guys left.
They're probably still there,
working for the mafia. Yeah, well, maybe it's probably not even there. It was just some fucking. They had some fucking. Yeah, I don't know. Probably, maybe, but but the way the server guy, everybody was just like, no, there's all these people from around the world. That's how the fucking California Gold Rush happened.
Okay, so why are we talking?
Everybody's coming here. Everybody's paying attention to that. Mm-hmm. Everybody's paying attention to AI here.
Right. Okay. No. Okay. I know. I don't know. Okay. So like when I did my trivia thing,
even if they're not paying attention to AI,
no,
like I don't use AI.
People don't fucking know.
No. I don't use AI. You know, even if I don't use AI shit. I don't use AI shit, but they're paying attention to money being floating around.
Yeah, sort of. Okay, so when I did my trivia questions, one question was what AI researcher has a PDUM of 99.5%?
Why did you fucking? It's so
No, I don't know.
Okay, you know what? You need to be doing AI trivia.
No, but listen though.
You need to be doing AI
trivia. Okay, we could do one round, but listen.
Listen. Not at your crappy bar. Like in another bar, your own shit. No, like go to a bar in SF.
Maybe. Okay, well let me just finish my story. Okay, so nobody got it. Like, and people just The only thing people said, I mean, it's the fucking Bay Area. It's right by Cal. They're not totally ignorant.
Well,
it's in
it shows the
Rockbridge.
losers who go to your bar.
I don't know. I think people don't know. This woman, she's fucking educated. She barely.
Okay. What did she say? What did she say? What did
she
she
just
say?
said she didn't. She said, "Well, there's people working on it, and they're going to try to make it good and try to make it to not kill us all, or to make it." They're trying to. There's a lot of people very confident we can do this without a lot of risk. I mean, but that's all she. And I said, "Oh, have you heard of any doomers like Eliezer Yudkowsky?" And she's like,
I saw a billboard for his book. If anyone kills it, everyone dies.
Yeah, if anyone kills it, that's a good one. Yeah, and it, when I did it at the Rick, like I said that too. Afterward, I said, "Oh, this is what this is. This is why I said this." And he wrote a book. It was a New York Times bestseller.
No. That's what
everybody was just like.
This is something you could do. You could promote it on Meetup and try to like set it up like a month or two in advance, like at the Starry Plow somewhere closer to Berkeley. Maybe you could do like an AI Doom trivia.
You do it once, maybe. There's not enough questions to do it every week.
No, but then you could come up with other AI trivia shit.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's not. It's hard to come up with that many questions. What about the music round? What's the music round going to be? All electronica?
Well, if you did it,
electronic AI music.
No, if you did it, then you could, and it took off. Then you could get other people to do the next rounds.
Oh wait, you mean of AI trivia?
Yeah,
I just don't think AI is enough to come up with good questions week after week after week.
No, but somebody else would do the week after week after week. I'm saying you could do the first one.
I don't think anyone could.
You could just
to morph into something else.
You could just do what's the fucking last 5 years. You could do like,
But it would get so obscure. It would get so nobody would fucking know.
Well, I don't know.
No one even heard of Eliezer Yudkowsky, and he just wrote a fucking New York Times bestseller.
Well, then that's what I'm saying. Okay, I was telling you earlier. I was talking to Duncan and Sam, and they had fun, and they were talking for an hour, and they wanted to keep talking. I think your philosophy and the Bitcoin and shit has made you to investigate shit more.
Okay.
And the computer shit has developed, and it made you question more philosophy related to that.
Yeah.
So back to Grandpa, my grandpa, your dad, and his philosophical tendency.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think you had a philosophical, intellectual thing that you didn't really have something present to hypothesize about. But the current technology shit we're living in is giving you new
physics. I've always been interested in that.
Yeah, but it's continuing, and then now they'll say all this AI shit.
What?
No, but all this AI shit is giving you these questions.
You know what? I was listening to this.
It's giving you these questions of sentience and super intelligence. It's giving you all these questions.
Well, no, I was listening to this video earlier today about the Planck scale, and apparently, they'll the Hadron Collider, they'll smash blah blah blah. It takes huge amounts of energy. Okay, if you keep applying energy in smaller and smaller amounts of space in order to break up these things, you know what eventually happens? What'll happen? What the final, you can't get past? You create a black hole.
Oh, well, yeah, kind of dark energy maybe.
No, black hole.
Well,
there's
dark energy and
that's a different
dark matter.
thing, though. That's a different thing.
Nobody knows what it is.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Yeah, that's true. Well, no one even really knows it exists.
There's antimatter. They know that it exists. No, there's two different things. Yeah, I know. Both of them, nobody really understands all of it.
Right, but I know, but antimatter.
Maybe that's what a black hole is.
No, what a black hole is. A black hole is a singularity. It's like so much matter is condensed into such a small space that gravity is so intense that nothing can escape from it. But that's different than dark matter.
We don't know any of those things.
Well, okay, nobody. Well,
yeah, we don't have a black hole enough to have a definition of it. So
okay,
I think all those things.
I'm just saying, if you, but it just
like maybe they're just concentrating enough antimatter or something, and then
Yeah,
that
this is
that
what I
just
was thinking.
violates the space-time continuum.
What if you created a what? Maybe that means that at a small enough scale, a black hole is like an entrance into another universe.
Yeah.
Right. So you
Yeah.
would go through that
Sure.
black hole to another
Maybe.
universe, or and vice versa.
Maybe. Could be.
Yeah. Maybe.
We can't prove that it's not.
Yeah, you can't prove it. I just thought it was interesting. I didn't know what happened when you get.
No, but I'm talking about the software computer tech shit. I'm saying with the AI, with Bitcoin, I'm saying Bitcoin created this whole ecosystem. People making money on Bitcoin, Silk Road, somebody's arrested, people laundering money, Dario, whatever, made money. You hearing about it, articles, stories, are people pumping more money about it. What's Bitcoin? CNBC, Investment Monkey, fucking dumbass fucking retardinvestor.com, spoon feed me like, what's that one fucking Motley Fool?
Yeah.
Fucking
yeah.
fucking dumbass retard. What is Bitcoin, right? Like the Grandma Birdie version. Like I love my grandma, but like, grandma's, I don't know. I'm not gonna call her stupid, but just resistant, whatever. The Windows 98 version of what is AI versus quantum and Bitcoin. Like I try to talk to Sam about it, and he gets lost in the weeds. Those are three distinct things, and they don't have anything to do with each other. Maybe they all kind of relate in a way.
Yeah.
Maybe they could become this AI, Bitcoin, quantum mining thing.
Well,
but currently they're all three separate things.
Yeah, but a lot of people think that once AI completely takes over, it's going to want digital money. It's not going to, obviously, it's not
that's fine.
Paper.
That's fine. Well, Bloomberg and them have been talking about that DAO, Digital Autonomous Organization, which is theoretically capable of murder or something to hire an assassin on a black market, pay them in untraceable currency, that the AI is going to kill you or somebody. It's theoretically possible. And it could even be happening now. We'd have no idea.
It's true. Exactly. Yeah.
But I'm saying for you in the last 10, 20 years, okay, I built my first computer when I was 10, right? Okay, so I'm 1 years old. 21 years ago. You are a chef. This work making your steak and shit, maybe hopefully you're probably even a little bit better and a little more precise than you were, but pretty much you hit your prime of cooking 40 years ago, basically 30.
You know what? I think I'm cooking better than ever.
Fine, maybe you are, but I'm saying you were cooking within 95% as good as you are now when you were cooking at Stars.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm saying
line cooking and working in a restaurant, I was definitely in my prime then. Like I couldn't do that now. Like physically, it's just too hard.
Well, but I'm saying
if about food and how to put it together.
I'm saying if you wanted to cook. No, I'm saying if you wanted to cook the Stars dishes, you could slowly cook them. No. You wouldn't. I'm saying totally. I'm saying, but you couldn't produce the amount you did at Stars. As many pans on the fire.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
I know. So I'm saying, but you could still do the same dish.
Absolutely.
So no, but I'm saying, but I'm saying, put all that aside and everything. I'm saying is what has changed. Your ability to cook hasn't significantly greatly changed. Maybe organizing a kitchen, maybe more cuisines and all of that. But your ability to just dice an onion and sear a steak and just do the basic techniques of cooking isn't really changed that much since that time.
Okay.
You got a little bit better, but you're okay. So what's changed is your ability, the jobs in the world and the people and the stuff you're organizing around, and your ability to soft skills, okay, private chef and all that. But because you're high-end chef, you end up, that's what I'm saying, the taxi driver, that's the humor, is the taxi driver's take on AI. That's the anti-Luddite take to say, okay, I say, fuck it, I don't like AI shit. It's all garbage. But I wouldn't burn it down either, because that's what a Luddite is.
What do you mean by garbage? I mean, I thought for you was more of a philosophical, spiritual kind
of. It's both of it. I mean, it's oversimplified. I like to search for, but that's a separate question. The point is, if there is this AI-produced abundance, and my ability to have somebody else even do my taxes for me is cheaper, I'm not going to say no to that.
Right.
So if somebody's able to do something in the welfare agency,
well, you're not.
If Social Security is able to serve me faster when I go to the office,
okay, but
using AI,
but also you're not saying you don't believe that it's going to continue to improve and take on more.
I think maybe it'll never fully displace human thought, but I don't know. We never know. I mean, obviously, we never know. I mean, the sad reality, I think, is honestly to say my poor dear grandmother, and even maybe somebody you're related to, but is that people can just be so retarded and want to live in Disneyland that AI has already passed them up. If you're gonna think,
Grandma Birdie, for sure.
Well, I was trying not to name her, but
sorry. You don't know who she is.
Yeah, well, we don't even say that. Okay, shush. So it's already surpassed some people with that. But I mean, what are you gonna do with it? I don't know. But so
one dude I heard, he said he claims that one day AI is going to be able to bring back every human who's ever lived.
That's what I told you.
So horrible.
I told you already.
God,
that's
that
what I told you already. That's what Kurzweil said.
That's horrible.
I told you Kurzweil said at Singularity University at Moffitt he wants to bring his dad back.
No, I get that.
Feeding his sheet music.
No. This person is saying like
in a broader
reality.
Yeah. Well,
reconstruct.
Well, it's fucking absurd.
Yeah, it sounds horrible anyway.
Yeah,
even if it was possible, it sounds like, why would you want to do that?
Yeah,
why the fuck would you want to do that? Like,
I mean,
just
to put it simply,
let the dead people be. Like, fucking, oh my god.
Well, to put it simply, it's.
What if they were like, what am I doing here? I don't want to be here. It's like, tough shit. We decided to bring you back.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, you can't kill yourself because that's wrong.
It's basically
like, but I was dead.
It's basically the idea of fucking Satan, hell, Luciferianism that you can't escape and you're forever in hell.
Oh,
that's basically what it is.
Yeah. Have you heard of the Basco's Robelix or something like that? I'm saying that wrong. But it's like it's just the idea that, like, okay, right now the AI is like not that powerful, but it's like collecting information, blah 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 blah, right? And that one day it's going to remember everything anyway anybody ever treated it. So if you're like, fuck you, ChatGPT,
that's what
you're fucking wrong.
No, you're
and then it'll torture you in the future.
Yeah. That's why you started doing that.
That is why I started doing. Well, yeah. Well, it also just thought, why not? It's no skin off my nose. Just be like, thank you. Yeah, that was really helpful.
Well, maybe in a simple sort of Japanesey like bowing way, it'll make you a more polite person. That's great. But yeah, I think it's kind of absurd. But I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
I can't prove it wrong.
It's also like
okay. So, but I'm saying, I think I was saying the picks and shovels. I was saying I think this is gonna violate the rules.
I still don't understand the picks and shovels.
Okay, because the picks and shovels with the miners was like, that you're just gonna pay your whole gold nugget for like a bowl of fried rice because you're up in the mountains. Like, it's the whole idea is that even if you went up in the mountains and you found the mother lode, that you still ended up spending all of your money on the cost of living because the price of everything was so extraordinarily expensive. Like the saloons.
So really, your best bet was just get back home as fast as possible with the gold you have.
No, the point is that the best bet was to be selling picks and shovels at a general store.
So yeah, okay, sure, of course.
That was the only, and so Levi Strauss with the jeans.
Yeah.
Okay, but now what Duncan is saying is that he used all the tokens to get $1,200 in computing capacity from.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're just doing that. They're just doing that to get him hooked.
It's not just that.
That's what they've always done.
It's not just that. This is reverse economics.
That's what Lyft and Uber did.
It's not just
really cheap rides, and we'll pay the drivers a whole bunch.
There's still taxi drivers in existence.
Yeah, a few.
It has truly, if you look at our wages and how much we're paid and how much the riders are paying, they're paying less than owning a car. They're paying like 50 cents a mile.
Okay, I'm not saying it's overall a terrible deal for them, but But all I'm saying is when they first started, they paid the drivers a lot. They had tons of bonuses. They paid Dave to just have the app on. He said they paid him just to keep it on. And he said for like it would be hours he wouldn't get a ride, but they still paid him minimum wage for every hour. He kept it on. And he would just read a book, do his laundry, whatever, and he would be getting paid.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
well then
we do that anymore.
Well, then we really fucking missed that boat.
Yeah. And then he said when he did drive and when it did get busy, the bonuses were like incredible. He made a lot of money then. But that's gone forever, right? So that's what I'm saying. How do you know it's not just them luring people in? Like,
no, but
reel
Dunkin'.
Reel them in.
No, but no. Their cost of supplying their shit is going to drop. The power is going to. Dunkin's going to get more use.
Yeah, and then they'll just pocket the difference. They'll keep charging him, and in fact, they'll keep.
No, there's going to be
charging
competition.
him more.
No, there's going to be more competition. No, the AI utility. Everybody's getting free shit compared to what the labor used to cost. Instead of call centers.
Yeah, but Domino's Pizzas and Round Table Pizza and Papa John's, they all cost the same amount. There's competition, but they all know what each other's charging, and they just fucking all charge the same.
No, it's not like that. The telecommunications companies, even if you can say that there's price fixing and similar bill prices, the price of fiber optics, I was saying the fucking fiber optic fiber since 2000, since Y2K, 2002, with MCI and PacBell and Enron, since just
so
that
you're saying
way,
that infrastructure was established, was
a lot of companies went bankrupt.
But they're no longer there to even charge anybody anything. It's just there to use for free for whoever.
Well, it's 98% less.
Does the government now own it or something? Or
no, it got sold off to the successor companies. All of their assets. So that's Verizon.
I see.
AT&T,
Okay.
T-Mobile.
Okay.
And whatever, Frontier and these other little communications companies across the nation.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, cellular wireless service is more consolidated. So even if your bill hasn't dropped that much, even if it's still $40 roughly average per phone, the amount of capacity is up like a billionfold.
Well, that's true.
So your ability to do a data call of doing a video call, there's still gaps in cellular network infrastructure, and they still have dropped calls.
Okay, that's true. But what's happening with look at Mythos? They say, we can't release it because it's too dangerous. So it's not the same thing, because before it'd be like everybody can have this. It's paid the same amount. Everybody gets super great data, no matter whether you're rich or poor or you're CEO of some corporation, whatever. It's like it was all the same. But with Mythos and everything that, from what I've heard people say, it really is not that it's so dangerous, but that it really is very powerful.
Yeah,
that it's not just because a lot of people say, it's just all hype. They're just hyping it up, and
fine. It's probably not.
But they're saying no.
No. They said it's found thousands of. It's called zero-day exploits. I spent a lot of time studying. I'm not a fucking programmer, but I spent a lot of time just studying what the fucking security was, and the way it was written, and just like the history of it. But yeah.
So that's not just getting released and people get to use it. I mean, that's
Dunkin's not paying any more money for it. So there's
I know, but
there's no.
But before
there's no railroad
to everybody, and everybody would get the benefit of the cheaper.
It's about to be after they patch all the holes.
Well,
I mean, just seems fucking obvious.
Okay.
I mean, they're just giving it out to all the big companies, slowly letting it filter out so that they can just patch all their shit.
Okay, fine. But what about all the other possible doom scenarios and risks that could happen? It's not just zero-day exploits that could go wrong. Lots of things could go wrong.
Yeah, they're saying if you're grandma with a 1998 computer, you're fucked. If you have all of these old, 100 million people's TP-Link routers got hacked by Russia and were being used to mine Bitcoin and steal confidential U.S. government information and stuff on a targeted basis at people who had high-level jobs.
Right.
They hacked into all of these routers produced from 2010 to 2022, huge or whatever, some shit like that. I don't know this fucking exactly, but just now, just in the last fucking month.
Oh, really?
100 million or some shit. Some huge, some like 10, 20 million.
Wait, so it was just discovered?
Yes.
Oh, so it's been going. How long has it been going on?
Who knows? Nobody
Wow.
knows.
Wow, that's crazy.
Home consumer routers with preset passwords.
That could be us.
No, I fucking buy new stuff for us. I'm not fucking retarded.
I see.
We have a new thing from AT&T, and it's probably good.
I see.
It's only like a year old.
Okay.
There's the
You're saying people who set it up a long time ago just used the password that came with it, never did anything, and just sat there and.
even if
and
you
play
have a
video
password on
games
your
and
shit,
don't give
they hacked in on backdoors exploits on the routers to transmit all your data through Russia on a targeted basis.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
And to mine Bitcoin and to run bot farms.
Wow. So your fucking computer is over there mining Bitcoin and you don't get shit from it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Your phone could be.
Yeah.
It could be a virus. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
We're on the level where you can have fucking like if COVID was made as a weapon, you could have computer viruses running, making their own Bitcoin, paying for them to develop new things.
Yeah.
And they're just like this fucking parasite, like a mosquito. They're like this tick existing to suck blood out of things. Yeah. And it's just this little thing.
It's more like a tapeworm. You don't even know it's there.
Whatever.
Okay, but that'd be a good name for one of those things. The tapeworm virus.
Well, nobody cares about making it sound cool to your standards.
But okay, but there's so much.
Maybe you can think Omicron was named.
Yeah, it was
just to sound.
Maybe
it was.
Of course it was.
I don't think
we would talk about that every week in trivia, and it'd be like, okay, what was?
Okay, shush. I know. I just brought it up to bait you, but because I remember you'd like that one. But
no, that was when Dave said
fine,
that, Omicron. I'm like,
I remember. I was in fucking Turkey. I remember.
They skipped a whole bunch of letters, so it's
maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe yeah.
Anyway,
I wouldn't put it past them. Fine. What?
Okay, so
the routers.
There's lots of but there's lots.
Try not to yell so much.
Okay, there's lots of risks.
Yeah,
there's tons of risks. Okay, now for example, because Mythos, yes, it's really good at coding, and it's really good at finding.
Yeah.
But it is pretty good in general intelligence. I don't think they've said it's not full on AGI yet.
Fine,
but it can do a lot.
Fine.
Okay, so now what about stuff like some terrorists creating a virus because
the point is Jensen Wang's argument of selling the fucking Hopper H1000 chips, the top of the line, to China is saying the only thing we can ever do now with this is use it defensively, create biodefenses, you're whatever the fuck using it, and that's the only thing we can do is just monitor and be advanced ahead of that stuff. There's no defense we can do to restrict anyone's usage of anything. And I agree with it. That's what Jensen Wang argues.
Okay. All right. Well, the more standard argument is that the AI companies,
as a libertarian, especially, like that's what I was saying. That's why I think the abortion argument is a moot argument. I think even if you think it's heinous, the idea of ending the life of a baby, the point is, as a libertarian, even if you wanted that, I think you can't prevent somebody from doing something they want to their own body.
Right.
So
okay, wait. So well, I thought we were talking about this other thing, the AI thing. Okay, so
I'm saying you can't regulate away bad things.
Okay, let me say something though.
You can't say don't do bad things.
I get it. But what I'm saying, okay, look, the more standard argument, different than Jensen Wang's argument. More standard argument is that OpenAI and like in ChatGPT and Claude and all those that they prevent them, like you can't just go in there and ask for instructions on how to build a nuclear bomb.
No, they did a whole bunch of studies on it, and fucking and the ChatGPT and Claude encouraged people to just in the last fucking month. It just encourages people to be hostile and isolate themselves, and encourages their warped visions of the realities from the world.
and encourages it to.
That's different than giving you instructions on how to build a bio.
I don't. I
isn't it? That's more of
in a way.
But okay,
In a way,
okay, but hold on.
no, they're all pretty negative.
Okay, just hold on though. Wait.
They're all pretty
wait.
negative,
Just let me finish. There's this dude. I can't remember his name right now, but he goes by some name. But he's this hacker.
Clearly,
dude.
it goes by some name.
Yeah, and he.
No, I'm saying
I
clearly.
know, but it's like one of those names, you know.
Well, you don't know if it's real then. Okay, go ahead.
No, it's not real. It's like Joe the hacker.
Well, maybe it's
Or
fake.
cool
I'm
hacker.
saying maybe it's
No,
maybe it's-
no.
okay.
He's done shit. I mean, maybe it's a group of people. Who knows? I don't know. But there is something going on. It's happening. They can see the
Okay,
results.
what?
Anyway,
what's the
so
thing?
he has hacked into every single. Every time a new model comes out, he hacks into it and gets it to tell him how to build a nuclear weapon like in 2 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like.
Well, then he's just proving my libertarian argument that the
Yes.
only thing you can do is just.
And maybe that's what Jensen Wang meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm
that
saying.
could be, yeah, okay, fine. I thought he was just like, no, I want to sell a lot of chips. And so let's not try to
Well, he's trying to
Because I
satisfy.
gotta sell my goddamn
But
chips.
he's trying to satisfy the Trump argument of saying we're going to sell a lot of chips. He's trying to satisfy Trump and his like business sell shit logic,
Right.
his like mercantilist
Right.
streak,
Mhm.
transactional nature of Trump,
Right.
where you can buy his ethics. You know,
I mean, the thing is that if you really think AI is that powerful, then why would you be like, sure, just let everybody do whatever they want with it? Like that doesn't make sense.
Because that's the drug war failed.
I don't think you can regulate abortion or that shit. I believe.
okay,
in
that's why
libertarian-
people like Eliezer Yudkowsky say just stop now.
But you can't. The drug war failed.
you can't regulate anything ever. So
Well, no, is that true? Like you can't build a nuclear weapon.
that's only because of the physical nature of it. There was a Chinese Communist Party linked biolab in North Las Vegas and in somewhere nearby Fresno, where they found
Oh,
a little
yeah,
pipe
I
there with all of these samples
Yeah,
that they
that's
said
true.
were from China that this guy had imported from
Yeah.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
So if the bioweapon lab can be built on a clandestine basis inside of a 5-bedroom single-family home,
But then, does that mean we should just like legalize all bioweapon manufacturing
No.
facilities?
no, but it's
Well, then
not.
what should we do?
No, but there's not a direct danger the way bioweapons are only used for weapons. I mean, there's
Right. Well,
there's-
that's true because in theory, like, yeah, I could do all these great things and we could all live forever. And whatever. I don't want to live forever, but like all these big diseases could be cured and people could live better. And blah, blah,
It's
blah,
not
blah,
as
blah.
easy to separate.
the benign and positive uses
That's true.
from the negative.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, like
No, but I'm saying a nuclear bomb or a nuclear reactor. Okay, so there was actually a book on United Nuclear on that company, that weird company I like from New Mexico. I guess they moved to Oregon, but they had a book of a boy who tried breaking down old Victorian Chinaware that had the small amounts of uranium to make his own reactor in his house, and he tried, and he
Oh,
did
yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
and he got arrested by the
he
government.
did. I think he did.
He made some teeny little thing.
Yeah.
So-
But
So
he was like 12 or something, right? He was like,
yeah,
oh,
maybe,
yeah.
yeah, I know. Yeah. So I'm saying the only reason you can stop that from happening is because of the physical nature of the need to build this
Well,
thing.
hold on though. Okay, yeah, like uranium. Like you can only get so much uranium. It's hard to get, right? So how can you? It's not as easy as like other things, like drugs. You can just grow pot, whatever. Okay. However, the chips, you can't do without the chips. And who has the chips? NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, but Jensen Wang wants to sell as many fucking chips as he can.
No, but I don't think you can't. I still don't think. No, because the chips are like fertilizer that could be explosive or fertilizer. It's a dual use thing.
Right.
It's not like a bioweapons lab where there's no legitimate use to be playing with Ebola.
Yeah, that's true. You can make really cool video games with the best and most advanced.
Because it's
video
not a
chips.
separable thing. The way that fertilizer and
Yeah.
rocket fuel can be, the best you can do is just monitor.
So what would happen is they would be like, okay, we're not going to sell any chips to China for making AI, and then be like, oh, but look, all of a sudden, they're buying all these chips, and everybody's playing lots of video games.
No, that's stupid.
China has said that like all
No,
the
that's
kids
really
are
fucking
into
stupid.
video games.
No, that's really fucking
you
stupid.
See what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah, it's really dumb fucking metaphor because I don't think that's no. It's okay. I'm not. It's a good
They would
try.
pretend they're doing.
It's
video
a good
games,
yes.
they're
It's a
really
good try.
doing
It's funny. It's actually a decent try. But no, you're missing my point
Yeah.
because I don't think you can prevent.
I mean, ultimately, of course, you can't. Yes, that's true.
So then, why would you ever try?
Well, because some people think it's going to kill us all.
The only thing you could do ever proven by the nuclear war and fair like fucking Cold War was to I mean Dr. Strangelove and that shit. The thing that's what I'm saying, like nuclear weapons don't have any other peacetime use. It's not a reactor either.
Right. It's not in a reactor, yeah.
So AI is this dual use technology.
Yes.
So the only thing you can do is
And
advance.
the chips can be used for more than just that too.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of hard to be like, oh, you can't make those chips anymore. Well, what if I just want to make video games? What if I just want to do something else with
So
them?
the only thing
What
you
if
can
I,
do,
you know,
I think that the technology that we've had shows the only thing you can do is just innovate
right?
and monitor and create defenses to individual attacks and problems as they come up. Like patching all this shit with Mythos.
Yeah.
I think
Okay. So what?
I think no. You brought that up. Okay. I think Anthropic with fucking Dario Amodei, who is probably Italian. I don't know. Have you looked him up?
I don't know. Yeah.
He looks very Italian.
Yeah.
His name is
I don't know if
his
he was
first name
born
is-
here or not.
He looks really Italian.
Yeah, maybe so.
I bet he's Italian. Maybe. There's a lot of smart Italians, but
Yeah.
not the guy who dropped the food on the floor. Yeah, he's obviously not working at an Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
So he waited for the Department of War to ban them, and then he
Yeah.
knew Mythos was coming.
Yeah.
And he waited for
Yeah.
he played that masterfully.
Yeah.
Because he let them look like a fucking fool.
Yeah.
Like they had the rifle and the cannon, and he stuck like Bugs Bunny or something. He stuck his fingers in the rifle and Elmer Fudd, and it blew back out in his face.
Yeah.
Like, because he's like, oh, we have the carrot. You want this, Pentagon.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we have to have it. Like, sorry, Hegseth, get in the back. Like,
Yeah.
like just go back over to Fox News and fucking shill for Trump and like do something. Like,
Yeah.
but all the real technocrats are here. Fucking yeah, we have to do Mythos. And they just completely abandoned the stupid supply chain risk label.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Well, what choice did they have?
No, but he was fucking doing it.
I know, you're right. I agree. He was, yeah. Now that looking back on the situation, that's clearly what he did, and that's what happened. He knew that they'd be desperate as fuck to get their hands on Mythos.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So
I agree. Masterful, yes.
okay, but I'm saying so further, I would say maybe there's he could have done something better. I don't know. Nothing's perfect. But I can't think of any other better way to do it. I think that's the right way to do it. He's going to let them patch stuff. Shit's going to break. But what's going to break? I'm saying is people's routers.
I know, but what about like what Eliezer Yudkowsky says, that it's going to kill us all?
No, see. Listen, that's what I'm trying to say. It's truly like fun for you to imagine. Like,
oh, so you don't believe? You think that Eliezer Yudkowsky is just wacko nut
Yeah.
job?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fine. You can. I mean, that's fine.
I mean, I think all doom of any kind, second coming of Christ, like even earthquake doom, I think all fucking doom is just the same.
Okay, it's never true, and
Never
it can
possible.
never be true. It can
Yeah.
never happen.
Yeah.
Well, is that because you believe in God, or is that because you just?
I think to me, the World War II and the Cold War showed that it doesn't matter how close we get to the brink with the Cuban Missile Crisis, God and an angel like lift somebody's finger off.
All right. Well, in that case, then okay.
No, but I think we've been to these same things that aren't really any different.
Well, Okay.
I mean, it's theoretically, yes, it's different, but it's like, well, what about aliens? I mean, are aliens there? Are there's fucking reptilians
we're
running
not
the world?
talking to aliens on our computers. We're not talking.
Well, if there's aliens, then we can't prevent them from taking over our computers. So then, how did we ever think we had any
No. I'm
control?
saying the computer, the AI are the aliens. We're bringing alien species into our homes.
It's not. We're building something. It's not an alien species.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people who disagree.
Look, this is chemistry. No. Chemistry with synthesized drugs with Alexander Shulgin's Pekel and Tekel. There's 800s of drugs that were uniquely synthesized. Mm. There's chemicals that are uniquely synthesized. There's elements like tennesseum, californium, Berkeley helium. They're not present in nature.
Right.
They're created for microseconds. Okay. In laboratory situations. So they didn't exist.
Okay.
I mean, maybe it came from alien technology, but unless you're going to go full down that fucking rabbit hole, I don't think any of this shit was from some interdimensional species.
No, I'm not saying that.
I think tennesseum and berkelium.
No, I'm saying humans totally created it, but that it is like an alien.
Fine, you could say that. You could say that. Fine, you could say that. You could say it's like that. If you're just fucking, if you were just,
no, I'm not saying some.
If you're just a dumb mushroom and you climbed out from under a rock, you could say it like that. That's fine. I wouldn't debate you on that.
Okay.
But okay, I was just saying the chemistry. I think those elements didn't exist in nature.
Right.
So we did invent things that were.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think it's totally human invented. I don't think it's like reverse engineering of some alien technology.
Well, you could argue that too.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more like a conspiracy theory rather.
Okay. But back, okay. I like to take contrarian takes a bit. I used to be a doomer. I used to think that the world was going to end. I used to believe in peak oil, and I used to believe in Michael Rupert and all of that. With the collapse thing, the documentary thing that fucking Pav, my Russian friend, showed me. In a way, it's true. It's fine. Things have changed. Maybe electric cars are there. But in another way, it's not really true. Mm-hmm. I take if it's really unpopular to take a utopian view, I think maybe a utopian view is proper because it's fucking against.
No, there's way more people taking a utopian view than taking a doer.
No, those are just dumb fucking people buying it like the poor bitch from the fucking conference from Chicago, just like they say it's gonna do something. I don't really know anything about it, but
okay.
Salesforce says that the bot is gonna be my best friend.
Okay, wait. So you're saying, okay, so right, okay, so you're saying that because there's people like Jeffrey Hinton, and it wasn't that long ago, a few years ago, that both Elon Musk and
they say that
kill us all.
They say that data centers are less popular than ICE police deporting people.
Yeah.
So I think people are.
So you mean in your mind that means we should build lots of data centers?
Yeah.
Wow, you're super contrarian.
I think that shows that all these people are just scared of losing their dumb jobs.
Well,
and they're going to lose their jobs, but but there's going to be universal fucking wealth. Generated.
I'm the same way. I told you like what I told Dave and Dennis at Trivia. Like they were saying, oh, it's a bubble. AI is a bubble. It's a bubble.
Yeah, if that's the popular take,
right?
Then I'll say no. I think it's not.
But
I think all this other shit.
And I agree. That's what I told them. I said, I remember 1999.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody was saying that. Everyone was saying this time.
Well, they didn't have any good responses, though, did they?
No, they didn't. They had no response really at all. Just to disagree. That's it.
And that's what I'm saying. So I think. Okay, no, but the picks and shovels, reverse picks and shovels from what Duncan's getting. I think the AI is already here in this singularity thing or whatever. Yeah. Maybe it happened 3 years ago or whatever. Maybe it happened with voice to text with our smartphones with just voice navigation and just video calls. Maybe that's what it was already. Right. With COVID. I don't know. Maybe that was already the singularity. I don't know. But I think it shows that we're entering this, it's like a fusion nuclear reactor. This infinite economic growth is starting to happen. And I think what needs to happen, it's not these people are going to get UBI from the Korean government or this AI dividend. Is that I'm saying is that people just need to be learned to use AI
or other people with AI to just use the new opportunity to create the things that they've always wanted to do. So I think this relatively infinite economic potential is there, and Duncan is getting more information. He's getting more value back returned to him than he's paying in consideration, like insurance.
Well,
Than he's paying to Anthropic.
Yeah.
They're losing money on the data center.
yeah, I get it. Okay, we've been over that already. I mean,
But I
I
think
don't know.
it's creating economic growth
Mhm.
that all these pundits and all these people can't measure. I can already see it. The economy would have been going under if AI wasn't lifting everyone's boats.
Right.
Commercial real estate
Right,
is
that's
dropping.
Yeah.
Gas is high.
Yeah.
If AI wasn't truly
Yeah,
sustaining,
most of the growth is in the AI companies.
but not just that, but in the non-AI companies,
Mm.
you call the Postal Service or the federal government for anything, and it goes, AI bot, answer the things we say or not buy.
Yeah.
It hangs up on you. It says, yes, I sent the stuff to Jacqueline with her breast pumps. I got them here, and then I sent them for $200, and I called the Postal Service. Where's my shit? And it says, 123 tracking number. That's all the options we have for you. And would you like me to email or text message you all of the link to all of the automated online things that I just told you? No, I'd like an agent. No, sorry, there's no agents. Bye. And it would auto hang up. It would fucking hang up
Oh, I see. So you're saying there are no humans there.
somewhere, but you have to know how to call
Right.
to call.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're already getting that back with companies that like Social Security. You don't think of Social fucking Security as a tech company. You think of that as the most stodgy, boring, Bismarck
Right.
type place.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Which it doesn't need to be, but okay, I'm getting tired.
You don't want to talk about the Suez crisis and geopolitics? Okay. Okay, just to lay out for a future episode. Okay. Just tell me. Okay, this is what you'll tell me, and then we'll revisit this and we'll see it more later. Just give me these answers now. Okay, how much do you know about the Great Game Scramble for Africa in 1890s?
Game, like wild game?
They called it the Great Game.
In reference to wild game?
The Scramble for Africa. The
I'm
European.
asking what kind of game? What do you mean by game?
It was because the reference was because the future of all the African tribes was decided on a chessboard somewhere in Switzerland. It was
I
called
see.
the Great Game
And what year?
because in the 1890s,
No.
when Belgium
No, I don't know.
took over Niger or something like
I
that,
know nothing about it.
and Belgium had some or Congo,
I mean, I knew that happened, kind of, but I can't say I knew anything.
and the Italians took over Libya,
Okay.
and
See how that went.
yeah. Well, now Libya has gas pipelines through the bottom of the Mediterranean to Italy directly.
Okay.
And I think, what's that island on the other side of? Oh, there's that fucking little.
Where?
There's this little island actually on the side of Africa, and it's well.
Madagascar?
No. It's
Seychelles?
Is it Seychelles? No.
Seychelles?
I think there's something next to that.
You're talking about
Madagascar.
the Atlantic?
Mauritius.
Mauritius. Okay.
Oh, Mauritius. Yeah, Mauritius. Did
That's
you know?
in the Atlantic, though, right?
No, it's in the Indian Ocean.
Oh, it is. Okay. What
Yeah.
about it?
Did you know Mauritius has? It's Seychelles too. I think it's
It might
Mauritius.
be part of the Seychelles, because that's a whole group of islands. Might be like the biggest island of the Seychelles or something.
No, Seychelles is in different. Yeah, Mauritius.
Do you get a map?
It's next to Madagascar.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, Mauritius has $22,000 per person average income. It's considered the wealthiest place in Africa. It's the wealthiest. It's like a little Dubai of Africa, but it's not Muslim. No, they just have a bunch of financial services. It's kind of like Cayman's.
Oh, I see. So the rich people in Africa send their money offshore, just like we do.
No, it's a global financial center.
Oh, okay.
All
right. Okay, what else? What else do I not know anything about?
And how much do you know about the Ottoman Empire?
Not a lot.
Okay, say what little do you know about the Ottoman Empire?
Well, I know that it was basically centered in Turkey, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, and like I don't know how far back it goes. Constantinople was probably the capital, right? And it controlled a pretty big area of like.
But can you say roughly years? Start and end?
I think it's like the 1800s and 1900s.
When did it start, you think?
When did it start? Saying no further back than 1700s, maybe like 1790s or something.
No, I think it's about 1,000 years old because it was the last.
Was it called that though?
No, I think they were the last remnants of the Byzantine Empire.
Yeah, the Byzantine. Okay, fine. Yeah,
because then it became Ottomans.
Okay, but it wasn't called Ottoman until much later.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's sort of I kind of do that. I mean, can't think.
Okay, but when it ended?
When it ended, I'm going to say 1860s, before the 19th.
World War One.
World War One. Okay, all right.
So that I actually really like. Okay, so World War One is really fucking. So World War Two is interesting. World War One is a lot more interesting because it's a lot less studied, and then the whole thing of the Ottomans. Basically, is that the Europeans and the Western world, people don't really know much shit about anything about the Middle East. It's not that complex.
Yeah.
If you just study the Ottoman Empire, basically what World War One ended was that they were able to partition up the whole Ottoman Empire.
Yeah.
And so that's basically
I knew about that.
But basically the Ottoman Empire and the Turks,
like what's his name? Lawrence of Arabia.
So the Turks, they've been really good at unifying a whole bunch of sort of banded little kingdoms and preventing too much ethnic violence and just sort of having these sort of like trading post sort of idyllic little oasis bubbling bazaars,
right?
Like bustling bazaars areas. And then later it was replaced with like this violent like Israel Palestine sort of British European interventionist like militarized Libya.
So then
militarized Egypt.
Do you think? Okay, so are you kind of saying that the
Ottomans were probably a lot more peaceful than the Europeans?
Yeah. Okay, but hold on though. So you're saying that Islam has had.
So, but the Ottoman Empire wasn't first based on Islam.
No, okay, fine. But let me just.
Islam later took over Ottomans.
Okay, but hold on though.
But yeah.
But okay, so it sounds like what you're saying is that the Ottoman Empire and maybe the Byzantine Empire before it too, perhaps possibly, was able to keep to have all these Muslims living, right?
Yeah.
And
Jewish people too.
And Jewish people, and having it be relatively peaceful.
Is very peaceful.
And that the whole thing that people now think of how
that's what Vinay Lal says. That's what Vinay Lal says. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, kind of. And then, but that the whole thing that people think of now, of how horribly violent Islam is because of a direct reaction against being fucked over by the Western powers.
Yeah.
Well, that explains a lot, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. So, Vinay Lal said that the two places that never had anti-Semitism because they always had large religious pluralities. I think it was India and Iran, I think.
So historically, Iran had a large Jewish population. This girl I drove on Uber and Lyft in San Francisco, she said all of the rich Iranian Jews settled Beverly Hills.
Okay.
So the first rich Iranians,
They were Jewish and they went to Beverly Hills.
they
Were
got
they
out,
the first ones to start buying a lot of property there and stuff?
I
Is that what
guess,
you're saying?
and they also funded a lot of Hollywood.
Oh, okay. Huh, interesting.
Like so that's what I'm saying. So the whole idea of the Middle East being this powder keg of violence, it's not really the history of it.
Right.
I
mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, I mean.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what I was about to say while you were talking. Okay, I didn't interrupt you. Oh, I think it's actually all the way back to almost a Rome versus Greek rivalry. Because Greece is next to Turkey.
But Greece was pretty much done by the time the Romans really.
I know, but the Greeks. I mean, the old teacher at the air conditioning guy. He was, oh, my Greek heritage. They have this heritage. They have
You're saying not as a direct rivalry of
not contemporary, not as contemporary
kind of thing, but just sort of a more of
I
a cultural.
I think Western European people don't understand or give credit to the Greek culture and everything that it made.
No, everybody knows.
People do, but they
We're founded on the Greek tradition, Aristotle and Plato and Socrates.
I'm saying for but people act like Rome was really better than Greece too.
Well, it was more powerful, ultimately.
I think it was just 1,000 years later.
Mm-hmm. But they conquered more land. I mean, they did spread more. They had a more powerful army.
Yeah, but if you look at the stories of
it's not better.
If you look at the stories of the Hanging Gardens and shit like that, it's possible that Greece had even more beautiful flourishing of civilization.
Well, I think people. Yeah, I think people.
Rome did.
I think people credit
Rome
Greece.
is more militaristic.
Yeah. I think they credit Greece with a lot more intellectual accomplishment.
Okay.
Like philosophers and stuff, and math.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Okay.
Whereas the Romans were just very practical. We're gonna fucking take over everybody, and we're gonna take taxes from them.
So what I'm saying is. So what I'm saying is though, okay, so Rome is further, but Greece and the little Greek islands, so if you look at Greece on a map, it's interesting, right? But it's next to fucking Turkey. So they're still fighting Turkey and Greece. They're actually at war right now over this crappy little island. North Cyprus.
Okay.
They nobody recognizes it. This little crappy Turkish island.
Cyprus was its own country.
North Cyprus.
Oh.
Turkey has invaded part of the island and declared it as their own. And they're hostilely extracting oil and gas from the exclusive economic zones of other.
Wow.
So they're being hostile like that. But what I'm saying, so I think people, scholars, Western European people, in popular discourse, I think Turkey and Ottoman, all of that is way under appreciated for its significance in the way that they're relative, they're part of the history of what the Greeks were, influenced by it, and so then that whole Mediterranean area where it's Mediterranean cuisine, right? At Berkeley, at the school, Mediterranean food, but do they really pay a lot of attention to North Africa?
No, what they usually mean is southern.
They mean
France,
like Sicily.
Yeah, Sicily, exactly.
The food of Italy.
But although there was, I mean Moroccan food. People people appreciate Moroccan food and stuff. But yeah, it's not the same level of how seriously they take it. Though.
Well, but the thing is, so when you look at the pyramids and you look at Egypt, Egypt was, and clearly it was older. But if you look at from Greece to Egypt, culturally, that was the center of the Levant and fucking civilization.
Yeah.
10,000 goddamn years before fucking the Roman Colosseum.
Yeah. Didn't the Arabs invented most of math and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
But I'm saying, but the Arabs aren't the Turks. The Arabs invaded the Turks, and then the Turks eventually took the hat and said, okay, we're Muslim. But Turks are not Arabs, and they speak Turkish.
Right.
And they say salt is tuz, and it sounds like this weirdly sort of aggressive,
I would like look at these people that are like, and I'd like look at them, and then they'd be like, but they'd be like, oh, okay, and it sound like their voice sounds kind of like they're like grunting. But I'm just saying. So they have a very different identity than Arabic. And so, but all these other Western European people, they think they treat as if Greeks, Turks, Egyptian people, and Arabs as if they're all of this sort of homogenous thing, but they're way more different. And if you look at your Western Europe, it's way more homogenous than the entire Levant other area.
Right. Well, I mean, I think that's one of the.
When was the Suez Canal built?
1849.
I think it was 59 when they finished. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Who built it?
Who built it? Probably the British.
The French.
French. Okay, one of them. Who else would do that? Who else would say we're going to take over this land?
So, but that's interesting. Why did the French end up taking over that little area and building the fucking canal there when Egypt had been British? They have the Egyptian pound.
I don't know.
They still their money is the Egyptian pound.
Okay.
So I mean that's something we could look at. I mean, what did the French bomb? Did Napoleon? That's what it was. Was it fucking Napoleon bombed Egypt and took it over?
They didn't bomb anybody. They didn't bombs like that back then. What are you talking about? Bomb?
Whatever. I'm just saying. Did Napoleon take over Egypt for 20 years and then build the Suez Canal and the British came back over?
No. I mean, they could have been allies and allowed them to do it. I don't know. I don't think he took over Egypt. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know the history of that.
And then Tunisia was French.
Right.
But which was the other one was Italian? Next to Algeria? No.
I thought those were all French, weren't they? Morocco.
No, but there was the Italian one. Which one was the Italian?
You said Libya.
Libya. Yeah, so Libya was Italian.
Yeah. And
Tunisia was French.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And Morocco too.
Morocco was French, but
Algiers too.
But that's Algeria. Yeah, Algeria.
No, Algiers. There's two different countries. There's Algeria and there's Algiers.
Are you sure it still exists? Maybe it was before. I don't think it anymore.
Let me see.
Okay, here. Let's
look it up. Educated people are going to be watching this and going, "These guys are dumbasses."
No, we're educated.
Quasi.
Yeah, it's Algeria.
Oh, it is the same?
Yeah, maybe let's see what it was. Ottoman rule. Yeah, it was ruled by the Ottomans. French rule. French conquest.
Oh, then it became French Algeria.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. All right.
So,
South America and all that shit, like French Guiana.
Yeah.
And all those little places, Suriname.
Yeah.
That shit's interesting too.
Yeah, but they're interesting. They are, and they truly are totally interesting. There is these sort of you just simply to say sort of virgin, unexploited sort of place, Guyana, like they have oil now, whatever. That's great. I mean, it's good to study all those things. But what I'm saying is that the Ottoman Empire, all this media shit, when they talk about the Middle East, if you look at the Ottoman Empire and how that was sliced up, that explains all of the Middle East after World War I.
Yeah.
So all these people who are like, oh, why is Israel doing this? You know, I mean, remember like the name Transjordan and like Syria, like there was all these little places. And so I'm saying the Ottoman Empire is the center of this misunderstood thing because they were these warring empires. You don't have this like warring empire linguistic history in South America to this degree.
Well, what about Austro-Hungary?
I know. Well, I specialized in studying them because I read that book, The Rise and Fall of the Great Powers by Paul Kennedy, when I was 15. And that's what I was saying. So they ruled from 1400 till World War I.
Wow,
when that guy was murdered.
Franz Joseph.
Ferdinand. Archduke
of Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Who's Franz Joseph though?
okay,
I'm gonna look that up.
okay. So look. We can finish there.
Okay.
Okay, but the next day or whatever, one of these days, we'll go back to the Suez Crisis and stuff, and then the Ottoman and the fall of the Ottoman Empire.
Francis is the first.
Okay. The interesting thing with the Ottoman Empire, is that there was 2 or 3 great golden age flourishings of the Ottoman Empire, and they were a few hundred years apart. So the Ottoman Empire flourished, and then it declined, and it fell apart, and then it flourished again. So that's why it's also one of the most misunderstood, is because it wasn't just one big grand up and down.
Right.
So
I guess Franz Joseph was the emperor of the Austro-Hungarian Empire.
yeah.
When Archduke Ferdinand was shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he was in. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
associated with this.
Okay. Tell YouTube bye.
Bye, YouTube.